you know, people are saying, but yet the people that really know and don't want to lose money in Vegas seem to have Gennady as a favorite. So, you know, everybody's got an opinion, and that's okay. That's the way it should be.
Are you putting some money down?
Pardon me?
Are you putting some money down on your fighter?
No, I never bet. I never bet. I never bet because I want to have a clear mind, a clear conscience. When I'm in the corner, I want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I need to do for my fighter because it's my fighter, not because I got $10 on it.
Do you still have the same prediction that Triple G will finish down? What do you think of those stock numbers?
No, it's not a prediction. I think that if you've seen the last 10 fights that Golovkin has had, that's the way he fights. I'm not going to do anything different in preparation because it's just another fight for me, another fight for him. Yeah, it's probably the most known guy right now, but it's another fight.
How big would it be if Golovkin wins this fight the next
I think for boxing it'd be a big thing, but for us, like I said, it's just another fight. But because of the circus 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, I think it's important that we make boxing take note.
Speaking of that circus, we just had Paulie walk out of that camp. There's a little controversy with the pictures. I don't know if you got the news. What would you make of that?
I think that when you can restrict who comes in and who goes out of your gym, you can say just about anything you want to say, and it's going to be taken as it's the truth because all the people work for you. I think that you got an amateur fighting probably the best all-time fighter of our era. Anyway, I don't think we've seen a better fighter. Undefeated. How can an amateur be allowed to step into the ring with the best fighter of our era? I don't get that.
For the casuals or the first timers, what can they expect?
It's not the casuals. It's the UFC people that think he's got a chance. And Mayweather, being the showman that he is, maybe lets him go a little while just to make people think that they spent $99 the right way. But seriously, on paper, they've got an amateur that's never had an amateur fight. You got an amateur fighting the all-time best of our era, anyway.
Does Floyd look bad if he doesn't knock him out?
No, I think that Floyd's gonna play with him. I think that Floyd will do whatever he wants to do, and it's really Floyd earning his whatever millions he's gonna make.
Is it a bad look though if Floyd doesn't knock him out for boxing? Because I mean, like you just said, he's one of the greatest ever, fighting a guy who doesn't even have one fight. Like,
no, it's not a bad look for boxing. It's a bad look for Floyd because Floyd's always been very cognizant of his spot in history, of his spot in his undefeated record and his spot in the all-time greats. So I think it looked bad for him, but not for boxing. I think boxing people know that this fight shouldn't be happening.
If that fight was presented to you guys, say Conor loses or whatever, and then but in a year from now, rumblings start again. Conor still talks about, well, Floyd's out. I'm better than anybody in boxing now, and the fight's presented to you guys with Triple G. Is that a fight you would consider?
I hope that never happens, but that's a fight that I would definitely turn down. I would be very, very against them even discussing it with me.
But it's easy money, right? I mean, it seems like
it's not about easy money. Look, there's a lot of other fights. There's a lot of other fighters that are more deserving, that have worked their way up to that point, that should make the money that Golovkin would bring. I think it's unfair to those guys that have struggled in a career to get to that point, to get an opportunity. It's unfair for anybody to do that to them.